Is the restart of the universe a sign foretold by the Buddha's ancient prophecy? Welcome back, everyone, to Mind Podcast. Today we return to a moment in ancient times where the story I am about to tell is not merely lines of text on a page, but a legend that has existed since the universe had yet to take the form of life. This is a tale not everyone has the chance to hear, for only those with refined souls can perceive the profound mystery hidden within every word, every breath of its existence. This story does not merely illustrate the origins of the universe, but serves as a key that unlocks the door to the infinite depths of life. It reveals the unseen yet powerful connections between us and this vast cosmos, a tale imbued with eternal truths and mysteries that can only be felt when the soul is still enough to grasp its wondrous essence. Narrated by the Supreme Buddha, Shakyamuni, the tale begins in a miraculous era before space and time came into being, a moment when everything remained obscure and undefined, and all was but potential waiting to unfold. Before the great explosion that birthed the universe, before all beings and planets began their journey through the vast cosmos, there lay a secret waiting to be unveiled. Every detail in this story holds an unimaginable truth, one that could transform the way we perceive ourselves, the world around us, and the profound connection between humanity and the universe. The story not only evokes profound questions about the origins of all life, but also illuminates a deep spiritual journey, guiding us towards supreme truths that we have long dreamed of discovering. Over 133.8 billion years ago, the universe's singular beginning. Over 133.8 billion years ago, our universe began from a single point known as a singularity. This singularity was not only extraordinary but also beyond human comprehension. At this point, the laws of physics, such as time, space, gravity, and the speed of light, ceased to have any meaning. Everything began from absolute uncertainty. This singularity is the birthplace of the universe, where void and existence merged into one. In 1915, Albert Einstein proposed his general theory of relativity, with its famous equation describing the formation of singularities where light and space converge. He demonstrated that all past and future events of the universe converge at a single point, a singularity. In this sense, the universe we live in was born from such a singularity and will eventually end at another singularity, marking the conclusion of all existence. What lies in the future of the universe? Will it be annihilation? Scientists refer to this as the Big Crunch, or similar states where everything collapses back into dust and is enveloped in total darkness. However, there is no need to worry, as the Buddha taught that this is merely one stage in an eternal cycle. After the dissolution of the universe, a new journey begins from the realm of the Buddha in celestial heavens, a new cycle of samsara, not an end, but a rebirth. In Buddhist scriptures, particularly the Durga Agama Sutra, the Buddha taught that all life originates from light in the 22nd level of the Rupa Loka, a realm where only light exists without sound. The beings of light communicate with one another through radiant beams. They sustain themselves by cultivating pure thoughts, generating powerful energy to sow the seeds of life in the universe. What happens to sentient beings when a universe collapses? According to the Durga Agama Sutra, when heaven and earth are destroyed, all life in the universe comes to an end. However, after death, these beings return to the light, are reborn, and begin a new journey in the eternal cycle. Thus, light and sound are not only the beginning, but also the final refuge for all sentient beings. Is there only one universe? Shakyamuni Buddha taught in the Ekotaragama Sutra that before our current universe, countless other universes had existed. These universes underwent cycles of formation, existence, and destruction. Within those cycles, epic battles between the celestial realms and the demonic worlds raged on for millennia. Eventually, a great explosion obliterated both the heavens and the demonic worlds, paving the way for the rebirth of a new universe where life began again with light and sound. But who were these beings of light? Who were they truly, and what was the origin of the fierce battles between them and the demonic forces? These are not mere questions, but enigmatic veils that shroud the deepest layers of the cosmos. I will tell you more about this mystery another time, when we are ready to confront the unspeakable truths. For now, what you need to know is that light and sound are not only the origin of all life, but also its ultimate destination. In ancient Buddhist scriptures such as the Agama Sutras and Jnana Agama, mysterious records describe intelligent life and the intricate structure of the universe. One day, while Shakyamuni Buddha was meditating in the Anathapindika garden in Savatthi, he suddenly heard an unusual sound from the heavenly realms. At that time, the monks were discussing Mount Sumeru, the central axis of the universe, its 4 continents, and the immutable laws governing all existence. A monk asked, "Mount Sumeru is vast and magnificent. Can it ever be destroyed and reduced to nothingness?" The Buddha smiled quietly and began to reveal a profound truth. He explained that Mount Sumeru lies at the center of a universe shaped like an egg, surrounded by 7 golden mountains and 7 layers of oceans. 4 great continents stretch out in the cardinal directions, east, west, south, and north, serving as the dwelling places of various beings, from celestial beings and dragon clans to valiant warriors. Beyond these continents, the heavenly realms extend into 3 domains: the desire realm, the form realm, and the formless realm. The formless realm, the highest of these, is a place where beings have no physical form, existing purely as refined consciousness with lifespans reaching 84,000 great eons. The Buddha revealed that the universe we live in is but one among countless worlds. In each of these worlds, Buddhas arise to guide sentient beings out of the cycle of samsara. Ancient Buddhas such as Dipankara Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light, and Vairocana Buddha have illuminated various ages before transitioning into the current era. What left everyone in awe was when the Buddha spoke of the Asuras, a mysterious race of warriors living at the base of Mount Sumeru. According to the Buddha, the Asuras are intelligent beings distinct from the celestial deities. They have peculiar forms, with multiple heads and arms, possessing immense strength, but perpetually torn between light and darkness. For 33 days, they waged fierce battles with the celestial kings who guarded Mount Sumeru. At times, the Asuras even ascended to the skies, reaching the Tavatimsa heaven where the gods reside. Who are the Asuras, and what do they represent in the vast cosmos? The Buddha recounted that one day, as the world began to tremble, 7 strange phenomena appeared, heralding the collapse of all order. The Asuras, dwelling at the base of Mount Sumeru, launched a fierce battle against Chakra, the king of heaven, who ruled over the Triyastrimsha heaven. This conflict was not merely a struggle for power, but a profound battle between the forces of light and darkness, driven by a purpose far beyond human understanding. Yet the question remains, are the Asuras symbols of decay, or are they the guardians of balance in the universe? They not only appear in Buddhist scriptures, but also reflect the internal battle within every individual, the eternal struggle between good and evil, light and darkness, a battle we all partake in, consciously or unconsciously. The paradox deepens when one observes depictions of the Asuras. They bear the appearance of compassionate bodhisattvas, yet their faces exude ferocity, with sharp fangs, piercing gazes, and dark green skin like the night threatening to engulf everything. According to the Samadhi Sutra, the universe exists in cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction. During a chaotic era of rebirth, a deity of light and sound ventured into the ocean, carrying a mysterious egg. When the egg cracked, a colossal figure emerged, a Lavung, Asura king. This being defied imagination, with multiple heads, thousands of glowing eyes, fire erupting from its mouth, and countless powerful arms. Rising from the ocean's depths, this extraordinary form was a symbol of chaos. Ancient texts describe the Asura race as dwelling in the deep oceans surrounding Mount Sumeru, the boundary between heaven and hell. The Asuras were once part of the Triyastrimsha heaven, the highest realm of the celestial gods, but their insatiable desires and greed led to their expulsion. Like falling stars, they descended to the seas around Sumeru's base. From that moment, they harbored an unending hatred, vowing to destroy the heavenly realm they once called home. The number 33, associated with the Triyastrimsha heaven, carries enigmatic connections. Jesus Christ ascended at the age of 33. The highest degree in Freemasonry is 33. In the book of Genesis, the term Elohim, meaning God in Hebrew, appears exactly 33 times. This word, signifying a collective of divine beings, evokes the famous verse, "Let us make man in our image," stirring further mysterious links. The fall of the Asuras from heaven parallels strikingly with biblical narratives. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus states, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." This story echoes in Revelation, where a beast rises from the sea with 7 heads and 10 crowns, reminiscent of the Asura king in legend. The abyss that imprisons dark entities also brings to mind Rahab, the mythical creature in the Bible described as the embodiment of pride and fury. Could the Asuras and the symbols in the Bible be more than mere myths containing profound life lessons? Buddhist scriptures portray the Asuras as beings consumed by unrelenting hatred and anger, eternally tormented by their fury. They are not merely bloodthirsty creatures, but also embodiments of destruction and annihilation, perpetually drawn into endless conflict with the forces of righteousness. Remarkably, the Bible tells a similar tale of Jehovah's ancient battle with Rahab, the multi-headed sea dragon. This story is captured in cryptic prophetic words. "Awake, awake, and put on strength. Awake as in the days of old, the generations of ancient times." The image of Rahab, a sea dragon with multiple heads, being crushed by the immense power of God, mirrors the cosmic battles narrated in both traditions. What is this dragon, truly? In the Bible, Rahab is often translated as a great sea creature, but according to ancient Jewish scholars like Rabbi Judah from Babylonian times, Rahab symbolizes a colossal being with the ability to reproduce infinitely. If serpents and this dragon could interbreed, their offspring would form a destructive force capable of not only destroying the world, but potentially causing the collapse of the entire cosmos. These creatures could unleash catastrophic devastation unless restrained. In both the Bible and Buddhist scriptures, Rahab is not merely a dragon, but a symbol of powerful empires and ancient civilizations, remnants of which humanity now knows only through myth and folklore. Egypt, often associated with giants and legends, was one such empire. These ancient civilizations, according to tradition, were destroyed by a supreme weapon, possibly a form of ancient nuclear technology. Cursed afterward, their lands became barren deserts, eternally desolate. This narrative serves as more than a cautionary tale about arrogance. It is a stark reminder that even the greatest empires can crumble in an instant, leaving no trace behind. In Buddhist scriptures, we encounter a similarly haunting vision of cosmic destruction. When the 6th sun rises, all begins to melt. Mount Sumeru, the cosmic center, will ignite, leaving only ashes and smoke. The 3,000 great thousand worlds and all forms of existence will be obliterated, consumed by a fire that spares nothing in its path. This is not just the end of one world, but a cycle of eternal destruction and rebirth. When the 7th sun appears, the entire cosmos collapses. Flames from Mount Sumeru will spread everywhere, incinerating even the grand palaces of heaven. The final image of the universe will be one of ash, smoke, and indistinguishable ruin. Fire, smoke, and dust blending into an endless void of silence. From these stories, it is evident that both Buddhist and biblical texts convey a profound truth. Arrogance, anger, and insatiable desire inevitably lead to destruction. Whether in the form of sea dragons or ancient empires, they embody brutality and devastation. These battles are not confined to space and time, but reflect the eternal struggle between life and death, clarity and annihilation. In the endless flow of the universe, only peace, humility, and wisdom can save the world from such apocalyptic ruin. The cosmic realm of Brahma and the eternal cycle of the universe. In this mystical universe, the great Brahma meditates, where the presence of the divine is felt profoundly through the sacred energies emanating from every corner of existence. At the moment of the emperor's birth, he witnessed an extraordinary flame, a fire unlike any he had ever known. This flame carried infinite power, capable of incinerating all in its path. Fear surged within him, a fear unlike any other, for this fire did not merely threaten the physical body, but had the potential to destroy the very essence of humanity's world. However, ancient souls, those who had witnessed countless cosmic destructions and lived through infinite time, gathered around the newly crowned emperor to console him. They whispered gently, "Do not fear. This flame will never reach us. Do not worry, for it cannot penetrate the realm of forms." They explained that in the realm of Brahma, the fire was no longer part of the three-dimensional universe. This realm is a place where souls transcend all worldly desires, free from attachment to material forms, existing in subtle spiritual bodies. Life here is sustained through pure consciousness, and these souls act as observers, perceiving the vibrations of the universe from an ethereal plane. Much like the Watchers in the Book of Enoch, these observers witness the cycles of cosmic destruction and rebirth. After the collapse of Mount Sumeru, the Buddha foretold that all matter would dissolve into dust, fading into nothingness. All life and existence would cease, plunging the universe into darkness. The sun and moon would extinguish, leaving neither day nor night, marking the ultimate end of the universe. This moment signifies the direct entry into the Pure Land of bliss, where rebirth in a new universe begins. Life would restart from scratch. Christ explained that when this life ends, the fires of the universe will gradually extinguish, leaving behind an infinite void. From this void, mists will rise, vast clouds drifting in endless space. Rain will fall, and water will blanket the 3,000 worlds, until all is submerged in absolute silence. But then a gentle breeze, carrying the fragrance of infinity, will stir. This breeze, known as the scent of eternal purity, will bring forth a veil of purple mist. At that moment, Mount Sumeru will rise once more. If you look closely, you will see the wind spreading through countless peaks, brushing against them like a sweet nectar flowing through the cosmos, leaving behind a purity as delicate and profound as the essence of life itself. Thus, the cycle of destruction and rebirth continues, an eternal dance of dissolution and creation, where stillness gives way to renewal, and the universe reawakens in infinite purity. The eternal cycle of light, matter, and the universe. The beings of light and sound from Brahma's realm, though pure and ethereal, could not resist the allure of earthly delights. Drawn by the essence of materiality, they descended to earth to partake in its pleasures, transforming themselves into three-dimensional beings. Yet, as they indulged excessively, their brilliance dimmed, their divine essence waned, and their once light forms grew heavy with materiality. They fell fully into the three-dimensional world, marking a decline that the Buddha had foretold, a transition from subtle light to the dense shadows of matter. This ancient secret, revealed in the Jnana Agama Sutra, describes the eternal cycle of samsara and the vast universe. This cycle will persist until the galaxies, stars, and planets deplete their energy, disappearing like evaporating seas at the base of Mount Sumeru. Once again, the universe will fall silent in boundless darkness. The Big Bang, a singular event or part of the eternal cycle. Was the Big Bang truly a singular event? This question, though long-standing, finds echoes in the annals of science. In 1683, Isaac Newton uncovered the wondrous truth that all objects in the universe are drawn together by gravity. However, this led theologian Richard Bentley to pose a paradoxical question. If every star has gravity, why don't they collapse into a single point? This sparked early speculation about a stable universe, which began to crumble with Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity. To address this issue, Einstein introduced the cosmological constant, a mysterious anti-gravitational force that could keep the universe from collapsing upon itself. Far from being static, the universe is dynamic. Stars and planets are in constant motion, driven by the residual energy of the Big Bang, which causes the universe to expand continuously. In 1929, Edwin Hubble made an extraordinary discovery. Galaxies are moving away from Earth, and the farther they are, the faster they recede. This proved the universe is still expanding, suggesting that the Big Bang was not a one-time event, but part of the eternal cycle of the cosmos. How will the universe end? What will become of the universe? According to the Big Bang theory, as the expansion force weakens over time, all stars will stop moving. Gravity will then take over, pulling everything back together. Galaxies will collide, merge, and ultimately coalesce into a massive sun. This sun will heat the universe, spawning colossal black holes until all matter collapses into a singularity, a single point of infinite density. The Buddha, in his teachings, described a similar cosmic conclusion. After the rise of 7 suns, the Milky Way will gradually fade away. The universe will contract until all that remains is dust and void. Without a sun, moon, or the distinction between day and night, all life will cease, and a massive black hole, where even light cannot reach, will emerge, marking an absolute end. The eternal cycle of rebirth. But is this truly the end? The Buddha's teachings suggest otherwise. This is not the final point in the eternal cycle of the cosmos. The Jataka tales tell of distant universes and a city of the immortals, a sanctuary for great souls. It is from such realms that the cycle begins anew, a rebirth of the universe where life emerges once more, and the eternal dance of creation and dissolution continues. In this grand, infinite cycle, the universe reminds us that endings are but preludes to new beginnings, and within the void lies the potential for light to rise again. The universe, a past life of Shakyamuni Buddha. The universe itself is the past life of Shakyamuni Buddha, who once lived in its vast expanse. This is not merely a prequel to the Buddha's life, but also the prologue of an ancient universe, a universe where gods and dragons bowed to him. These tales, brimming with enigmatic lives and prophecies, still await discovery. So, can we find new life in the future cycles of the universe? The mysteries of the universe's rebirth linger, like whispers from the past, waiting for us to uncover and explore. Are you ready to embark on the next journey to uncover the secrets of this universe and what remains unrevealed? Remember, every story and every discovery is a step on the endless journey. Never stop seeking the truth, for the story of this universe is far from over. It is a tale without an ending. An invitation to curiosity and wonder. Keep searching. The universe still holds infinite mysteries to unveil.